Hi, I wanted to give you a little video demo of my recommendation for you to do over the next week. And we are going to do a few seated postures, a little bit of breath work, and then a Kriya, and then we'll end with Savasana, and I will explain to you what that is. And all of this is either all element activating or specifically metal element activating to work with the grief and clearing that out. So first I want you to sit how you're comfortable. I am sitting in easy pose, it's crisscross applesauce, or also you can sit in a chair. I really want you to sit however is most comfortable and most stable for you, because you will be moving your upper body and breathing. So sit in a way that feels stable. If you need to sit in a comfy chair with your feet on the floor, like maybe on the edge of the chair, so that you can sit up straight in it and not kind of like collapse into it. So sit up straight, you know, or sit on the ground if you'd like to do that. Or if you want to do this in the grass, that's one way to really plus up the energy, if you can sit in the grass and do it. So I want you to put your hands first on your knees, whether they're in front of you or like this, and then just take a couple of big breaths in. Do that a couple of times. I'm not going to do this directly in time. I'm just going to explain the sequence and how to do everything for you, and then you can do it for as long or short of a time, kind of cater it to your comfort levels. And after you've taken a few breaths, I want you to do side to side and back. It's like square neck rolls. They're not rolls, but so I want you to bring the head forward, bring the head back, bring the head forward, bring the head back. And you don't want to like let your neck collapse, and you don't want to do this so that your neck like falls down. You want to keep everything up, bring it forward, feel like there's a string from the bottom of your behind all the way up, pulling you up, and you keep that length when you're doing it. And then you want to go side to side. Bring one ear down and bring it back up. Bring another ear down and bring it back up. Each time coming back to that big tall spine when you do it. Then this one's a little bit tricky. I want you to take your hands, put them on your shoulder, and twist. Very gently, very lightly. You can go super slow if that's comfortable for you. Super slow or super fast. And then I want you to breathe in either direction and breathe out. So you want to do probably 4 or 5 of the neck, and then you want to do that for about a minute if you can. Keep going for the full minute. And then the next thing is called the Ujjayi breath. And this breath is a little bit hard to explain. I'm gonna make the noises as loud as I can so you can kind of hear to emulate the sound. And this is very much stimulating the metal element, but it's relaxing and kind of like wakes you up, but it's like a grounded wake up with it, what this breath does. So it's a good thing to do. It's a good one to do in the morning. Sorry, ooh, thought there was a little sneeze there. There's not. So you want to start by just taking a big breath in through your nose, slow and deep. And then on your exhale, drop your mouth open and breathe out like you're breathing out hot air. So you know, like when you're breathing out, you're like, but if you're trying to breathe out hot air specifically, there's some tension up in the throat and in your palate. So breathe in through your nose. So you want to have that like that tension against it. Most breath work, I very much recommend you want to do it silently and smoothly as possible. And this is the opposite. You want to create intentional tension to stimulate the vagus nerve and the other nerves kind of like around your jaw, as well as those metal meridians that come down. Once you feel comfortable with that kind of that hot breath with that sensation, you're going to want to breathe in with it. So it's like breathe in like the Darth Vader breath. This can feel really kind of like bumpy at first, especially if you kind of hear like my sinuses were making space, and you feel kind of like you're holding back because you're creating some tension, some closed offness in the soft palate. Your soft palate's dropping to create that. And it's almost like you want to hum, but you're breathing in that tense air and breathing it back out. If you're able to do this for 30 seconds to a minute, wonderful. Absolutely do that. If you're feeling a little bit lightheaded, maybe do it once, take a breath, and then try to do it again. Or go back to just the inhale on your nose and out. And let me know if you have questions on any of these things, because this one can be kind of tricky. There's a lot of YouTube videos that have it, and it's the Ujjayi, Ujjaye, but I'll put it in the email I send you too. Next, we're going to do the clearing space, or clearing the space Kriya. Sorry. You're going to want to take each, like make like an okay, but have your fingers close together like this. And you can do this in a chair, but you definitely want to sit on the edge of the chair and make sure it's a very stable chair when you do it, because you want to be able to lift up straight. And you put, you have your hand, one hand down, and you bring it up over you, and then you bring this one up over you too. It's like you're in a circle. And you just breathe comfortably through it as you would like to do it. Whew, I'm feeling this one in my body as I'm doing it. This is nice. And you want to just kind of make that circle, bringing it around, keeping yourself tall. And if you need to think about what you're doing, and if you need to go slow at first, absolutely go slow at first. It's really important that you kind of do these leading up to being more comfortable. Then after you've done that, for that one, I would like you to do for like 3 minutes if possible. And I think if you go slow with it, you can really intentionally, and you think about the things you would like to release. Think about clearing the stuff that's stuck to you while you do it. It's kind of like scraping a bubble, you know, like that's kind of how I see it and how I feel it. But it also just feels really good at like, because the lung meridian starts here and comes down your arm. And so this stimulates all of that. So do not be surprised if when you're doing that, that you feel a little bit of heat right here, and then you feel crying come on. And then after you've done that for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, if you can do 5, that'd be great. But start with 1, move to 3 if you can do 3. If you can do 5, super perfect. That'd be amazing. Then you want to go into Savasana, which is called corpse pose. And that's you're laying flat. I don't need to demonstrate it for you because you got it. So you just want to lay completely flat with your arms down by your side, your legs out as they would be, but you want to intentionally do that for 5 to 7 minutes. So Savasana, they recommend to be done 10% of the time at minimum of however much time you're taking. But it is also very, very element activating, especially after we've done this work. So I would say try to lay there for 5 to 7 minutes if you can. And you're just laying there, letting thoughts come up to come out, letting anything else happen, but just also enjoying the relaxation and laying against the floor. And when you're doing it, I want you to intentionally release into the floor. Like allow the floor to feel like it's pushing you up, not like you're holding yourself up against the floor, if that makes sense.